Somewhere deep in the Ozark woods lurks the two people everyone tries to avoid the most. If you're not careful, they may find you before you find them. All right, we're back.
Pulling up.
See what Jeff Dunham. We haven't watched Jeff Dunham for a little bit. What's this up here supposed to be right here? The one with all the zeros.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this is just clickbait and he's not having any problems. Him as their family. I'd hate to, the... Oh, this is an old one.
Dressing like crap
Oh,
for
yeah,
our
we've seen
show.
this one.
What the hell? I guess you're saving money
Well,
for
he
your
just-
drug abuse.
He just uploaded it.
He just uploaded it, but this is an old... This
I
is,
know, we seen the DVD.
yeah, Guitar Guy. He didn't have Guitar Guy. He only did that for 1 year on his DVD. I don't know what he does on his shows. I've never been to one.
Oh, he does drugs and he shares them with me. How do you think I lost all this weight? Hey, listen, guitar guy, I'm glad you're here today, and I must say, you are a master at playing your guitar, are you not? Of course you are. Well, have you heard of this game, Guitar Hero? Well, I have been practicing that, and I must say, when it comes to playing the guitar, I think that now I could kick your ass. I could kick his ass on the guitar, I know it. Did I say Guitar Hero? I meant Halo.
I think Brian is better than you.
I know. I got nothing now. My life sucks more. I have so many problems.
Yeah, we heard about him.
No, there's more. Would you like to hear?
Okay.
Okay. Last week, I thought I had scoliosis. This is where Jeff makes up crap just to make Guitar Guy laugh. You think that's funny? He told me I was twisted. I thought you meant my sense of humor. Like, do you get scoliosis, Guitar Guy? You'll be playing that thing behind your head because you have to.
Don't look at me.
That's what she said.
Did you know he had scoliosis? No, I didn't. Maybe we should talk to him about it. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Ahmed, what did you do about the scoliosis?
Well, I went to the doctor.
What happened?
The idiot goes, hey, let's take an x-ray. I said, you idiot, how about a freaking Polaroid? Oh, crap. What a dip. Then, apparently I have polio, too.
Poliosis.
He tried his damnedest not to laugh.
Well, anybody with poliosis.
Yeah, poliosis.
Scoliosis.
They look like they could be related. Guitar guy and Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, I don't know anything. No. And so we should ask Mark Allen if he's got poliosis. I'm quite sure that Joshua already has. I know my children, okay?
I know, and I've learned very quickly
Took us
that I married to a family of asses.
You know, it's just like,
Y'all are I thought my family was brutal. To a certain extent, they are. Especially when it came to us's. You know what I mean by us's, right? You remember that? You explained that to you.
yeah.
Especially to us. Because, you know, we had to be tough because we were going to get picked with.
Uh-huh.
And when I say brutal, we're finna fight brutal.
That's what happens when you're the smart kids of the family.
I mean, it's like, wow.
Let me see what in. Forgot what I was going to say now. Must not have been important. Well, I mean, it's just like, you know, with my side of the family, you know, it's the running joke that our favorite wedding toast is "fuck you too." Well, fuck you too.
Why come I can believe that?
Yeah.
Why come I can believe that? Why come?
Yeah. Mark Allen wanted to get a T-shirt of him pissing in a stream, and at the bottom it says "fuck you, Josh."
I would make that thing. I would make that thing. I really would. I would really make that thing.
It's all meant in love.
I know. Just like I knew when the people in my family were kicking with those of us who have the medical problems that we have, it was all meant, you know, in love and to protect us.
Oh yeah,
And to help.
make you tough.
Mm-hmm.
Like Joshua told the kids at school when he went to when we moved from the lake back up to Kansas City, and the kids start picking on him. And he says, you know, whatever you think you can do to me, my father's already done 10 times worse. So just go play your game someplace else.
Wow.
My children will admit that when they left our house to go to school, they were
were
well
equipped.
prepared.
They were equipped. Mm-hmm.
They learned around the house they had to be on their toes, because God knows what surprise might await you when you open a door.
Especially if your father's name is Jeffrey Ike.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a guarantee every door you walk through is safe.
Well, we aren't. You sure that thing didn't fire back up? Because all of a sudden we lost.
Yep.
It did?
Nope. You said I was sure. Yes, I'm sure.
We may not be. We may be working on editing. Or I guess we could try to record a generic opening or a title video for our page, announcing our page and what we're shooting for. You know, like this is the reason why you should read our book. You know, like the cover and the back, you've got the art author sitting out. But here you could have your pipe. We could sit here. We could do like that author cover photo that's on the back, the dust cover on the book. Which we could say. That's why. Read our book. This is why you should watch our YouTube page. Because she's smoking hot. And I'm just smoking. I'm steaming. And that's probably because I'm about to burn out a bearing. That's that squealing you hear. It's the bearing's about to seize up.
Burn out a bearing.
This thing's not. How did this end up on top? We're just going to hell in a handbasket here. And how the hell did we end up with the widgets on top of the... There's ghosts in the machine.
Ben Shapiro's sister versus Madonna.
Feel your best. You gotta try Kachava. Kachava is the world's healthiest all-in-one meal.
Shapiro just got in trouble. Abby Shapiro not doing anything creepy or not. Abby Shapiro got in trouble for a tweet in which she called out this kind of thing. So Abby, for those of you who don't know, Abby is Ben's sister, obviously, friend of ours for many, many years. And Abby has her own channel called Classically Abby, where she advocates for a more traditional, normal kind of lifestyle. So she sent out this tweet, 2 pictures side by side. One is Nancy Reagan with her family, I guess at the Reagan Ranch, looks like it's at the Reagan Ranch. And one is of Madonna, who is now in her 60s, dressed up like she's a much younger woman doing much nastier things than 60-year-old women should be doing. Abby writes from the Classically Abby account, "This is Madonna at 63. This is Nancy Reagan at 64. Trashy living versus classy living. Which version of yourself do you want to be?" And she was pilloried for this. The tweet went viral. Molly Jong Fast, who is a left-wing writer writing in the Daily Beast, said that Abby, Classically Abby and her brother Ben, they're just boomers. They're like millennial boomers. Molly, if you criticize Madonna, a boomer, for her boomer lifestyle, you're apparently a boomer. And if you criticize libs for indulging it, you're apparently a boomer. Of course, the opposite would be true. But even just on, then the left were attacking Nancy Reagan. They were pulling up some tabloid BS biography.
I look at it this way: if the left if they start calling you names, if they can't argue against your stance, and they just have to call you names, you know you've won. That's when you laugh and say thank you. Because the very fact that all you have to fall back on is to call me some kind of name. And it's usually boomer or racist or bigot or hater or, some generalized term that actually means absolutely nothing. But that's when you look at it, smile, nod, you say thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that I've won, because that's the best you've got. Calling me names. You can't come at me with facts or statistics or anything. It's just calling me names and emotions. Thank you. Because when emotions kick in, logic's won. So just, and that really makes their gears squeal. You want to see smoke? Just sit there, nod. Yeah.
And saying that Nancy Reagan was actually herself promiscuous back in Hollywood, which is not true. There's no evidence of it. There were two actresses by the same name. Nancy Reagan's maiden name is Nancy Davis. There's another actress named Nancy Davis. There's no evidence that Nancy Reagan, the lady who became Nancy Reagan, was ever promiscuous. There is a fair bit of evidence that the other Nancy Davis was, perhaps. And so anyway, they're just getting that wrong, and then the left they're making all these sorts of ugly claims about Nancy Reagan. But furthermore, anyone who is claiming that they would rather be like Madonna, alone on a bed, dressed up like a hooker, she's dressed up like a hooker to be sexually provoked.
Well, and the thing to say is when they say, well, when Nancy Reagan was in Hollywood, she was promiscuous. And then that's when you say, well, when Nancy Reagan was in Hollywood, she was a Democrat. So was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was actually a borderline communist or socialist. But, so when they say, well, this is what they did. Well, oh, thank you. And I go, for what? Because that's when she was a Democrat. This is when she wised up.
So I take it you didn't do your research.
What?
That's what I'd be like.
Yeah.
So I take it you didn't. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What are you thinking? I take it you didn't do your research. You do realize that.
Yeah. So that's democratic behavior.
So by you pointing it out, what are you showing?
Yeah.
Democratic behavior. Thank you for proving my point.
I didn't have to do a thing. And the fact that you didn't do your research just makes it that
that much more sweeter.
Yeah, because then that just not only do Democrats behave like that, but they're also lazy, and they let other people do their work for them. So thank you.
Yep.
So, yeah, that really just.
Yeah, you don't have to. I wouldn't get it all excited. I'd be as calm and cool like I was just with you. And well, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Provocative in her 60s, that's what you want to be rather than having your family around you dressed up like a normal, respectable person on your nice ranch. They're lying to you. That's obviously a lie. Established Titles is your opportunity to earn the title of Lord or Lady in Scotland. Just like me, your humble host, Lord Michael Knowles. All you need is a 1 square foot plot of land and a certificate. Established Titles is a project based on an historic Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lairds, or lords and ladies in English. In your title pack, you will receive at least 1 square foot.
There you go. We could be Lord and Lady Ice.
You can't.
I've got a star named after me.
I know you told me.
Grandma Ice paid the observatory, some observatory to name us, and she actually had a certificate.
I know you told me.
Yeah.
I just don't. I'm not paying for my Lord and Lady packet and stuff for 1 square foot of land and I can't live on it.
Well, I mean, it's.
If you're gonna
What's a grave site? It's land you can't live on.
6 foot deep,
6 foot long and three or 4
wide.
3 or 4 foot wide.
So that's 16 square feet.
But you're still not living
So
on it.
that ain't no. Yeah, you are. That's your last resting.
You're not living there.
You
You're
know
dead.
what I mean? Oh my God.
Cemetery, a bunch of deadbeats. Unmotivated deadbeats. Yeah.
I know I don't.
But it is a quiet neighborhood. But the other problem is all your friends ghost you. Come on.
Oh.
Come
not doing it.
And most everybody around there's stoners. And
Go there and see how much that's up. Establishedtitles.com. Go and see how much it costs.
and you know what what the first thing one neighbor says to the other? I got a bone to pick with you. I've been dying to talk to you about this. Like I said, I can see that it's a grave concern. You're just ignoring me here, aren't you?
No, I've heard that. You said that to me so many times. I'm like, no, we've had that discussion several times.
I don't want to harp on you, but
Huh?
I don't want to harp on you, but you just think you're living on cloud nine, don't you? Favorite song is Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Religion is racist.
Huh?
Religion.
It's racist? Why?
Do you see any black cherubs?
Black cherubs.
Yeah. In all the pictures, you see no black cherubs. All these little fat, chunky white babies. See no cherubs. Christianity's racist. How many people you think I can piss off saying that?
A few. You're
What?
it's not.
The little dots that the new tab is going
What
on.
I'm saying, it's not loading anything. It's not doing anything. It's stuck. It's not that important.
Really? You closed it.
Well, it's not going anywhere.
Code of dedicated land on a private estate and an official certificate.
It's. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I was just curious.
What do you think it is? How much do you think it is? It's thinking. It really is. Well, this ain't going anywhere either. That wasn't going anywhere. Well, it ain't pulling it up here either.
Okay. Oh, you got further than we did before?
Well, that's because I closed out the other window, but that's just what it is Michael Knowles is so popular that everybody's just on here. They're backed up. We're in the queue. So, we're just gonna. TheAtlantic.com, when the myth of voter fraud comes for you. Stupid left wing. The best way to fry an egg? In a pan. Over a fire. Across the world, COVID, anxiety, and depression take hold. It's fear-mongering. COVID's no more dangerous than now. You got what, a 1% mortality rate in the United States? I think 3% is the highest I've seen, but most figures I've seen of around 1%. So, I mean, that's surviving COVID. What's your risk of catching it on top of that? So you've got a less than 1% chance of catching and dying of COVID in the United States. You got a higher percentage chance of getting killed in a car wreck, I think, don't you?
Yep.
Or dying from an accident in the home.
Yeah.
You're more likely to die from an accident in your home than you are from dying from COVID.
Yes.
But we don't see people, leave your house, it's dangerous. No, hide in your house. I think that's the reason why we had such a high COVID death. People were locked in their houses where it's dangerous. You have a high likelihood of dying. I think that there was a study once that you've got like an 80% chance of dying within 5 miles of your house.
And most car accidents happen close to home.
But I'm just saying, so if you've got an 80% chance of dying within 5 miles of your house, and you're locked in your house for almost 2 years, you've got a very high probability that the COVID patients are going to die at home because you die in your home. So what I would suggest is that during the lockdown, let's take a statistical survey of the number of people who died in their home during the COVID lockdown, and then pull out the number of people who died from COVID in their home. and see what percentage of people who died in their home did so of COVID and not from some other cause. And I think they will find that more people died in their home from causes other than COVID during lockdown than they did.
Some of them were murdered.
Yeah. Well,
You
there's
know,
these,
some of them parents ain't been together. You know,
or their kids. Yeah.
stuck with your spouse 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that can incentivize you.
Yeah. So I'm just saying. I mean, this is the scientist in me. I think we ought to.
That'll incentivize the hell out of somebody.
Yeah. Especially if you're married to him, and then you realize that if he's dead, you can get food stamps and welfare and child support and
How you gonna child support? He dead.
huh? Well, the state's still going to pay you. Somebody's paying it. Like that lady said with the 16 kids, somebody's got to take responsibility for these kids.
He's not gonna let that one go.
No, I'm not. Yeah. Connect to the another channel. See if we can.
You don't drive like your neighbor, or speeding McSpeeder, and definitely not like these clowns. So why should you pay what they pay?
Well, damn. All right. What's plan B, love?